Last time on DIY Prop Culture Builds, I built Mjolnir from the MCU, and this month I decided to complete the set with Stormbreaker. Stormbreaker's origins in the Marvel Comics are complicated. The film version has two main inspirations. The original Stormbreaker was a bronze axe built by Odin for the hero Beta Ray Bill. And the other inspiration is the Mjolnir from the Ultimate Universe comics. Take these two, slap a Groot arm at the bottom, and you have the MCU's Stormbreaker. With its unique origin story and almost unrecognizable design, I'd almost say it was a completely unique creation for the MCU. So this month on DIY Prop Culture Builds, 3 years after its premiere, we build Stormbreaker from Avengers Infinity War. You'll need several different planks of wood, with the dimensions 4x4, 1x10, and 1x5, as well as modern clay, a saw, a Dremel, hot glue, duct tape, a variety of brown paints, and most importantly, the almighty aluminum tape. I got right to work at making the handle, and it went, well, you'll see. I cut the 4x4 to 4 feet and then began hacking away to shape the handle. You can go this route if you really want to, but I didn't want to push it seeing as my saw, well, did that. On to plan B. I went out and bought another thinner plank of wood, and thought it would be easier, then realized I didn't have enough material to carve. Alright, plan C. Just get a stick. It's just a stick in the movie after all. A few years ago I chopped down a small tree to make a bow with my dad, but I never got around to doing it. But hey, the bottom is the exact shape I'm looking for, so I went with that. To make the hammer part, I built it in 2 different sections, the axe side and the hammer side. The axe side I measured out and then cut out with a saw, then thinned out the cutting edge with the saw and sandpaper. To make the hammer side, I employed a similar method to how I made Mjolnir. I cut out 2 9-inch segments and then rounded off the edges on one of the sides there, as well as 2 5-inch long pieces and 1 4-inch one. I stacked them as so. I made it in such a way so that when put together it would hug the handle as it fit into the axe. Once all this is glued together, I duct taped it, 1 for good measure, and 2 to build up some material so I had less to use for the clay. I used the clay to model the wrapping vines around the axe head, and I let that dry overnight. I mixed the paint until I got a tree-like shade, then I painted the handle. I went over several different times with a couple of different shades so I could get it to look more tree-like. Then I used the aluminum tape to layer the axe and hammerhead pieces, and there you go. You have your very own Stormbreaker. This build was quite a bit more challenging than the others, standing alone at the medium to high side of the scale. And it also comes in at my most expensive build, at $66. If you have a prop suggestion, or built your own, then leave a comment because I love hearing from you all. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, then turn on the bell to get notified when I upload next. And then I'm just going to speed that up in post.
Gonna post that part?
I might.